Welcome back, everyone. Another episode of Thought OPPS. We got a special guest with us today. I am your host, Terrence Glaive, also known as Steel. Follow me on Instagram.
You forgot your name.
No, I just had a bunch of names, bro. Be quiet. Yeah,
name.
Follow me on Instagram and share. Like and subscribe too, because we want our numbers to go up and go out the roof. I got my co-host with me. What's your name again?
EJ Briz. EJ Briz. You see all my credentials up top in the description. All that good stuff.
Now the guest that I bought today is very special to me.
You mean brought?
Brought today.
You said bought.
I said brought.
No,
I said I'm the one that read books, so I pretty much said it correct. The guest that I brought today to the show is very special to me. Someone that I used to have a show with. Her name is Nazzie Nae, not to be confused with Nazzie.
Yeah, no Nazzie.
No Nazzie, no N-A-W. It's N-A-Z-Z.
Yes.
Nazzie Nae brought her to the show today. She is a very inspirational life in the city of Cleveland. And I wanted to make sure that I brought her on. She was a very inspirational life in my world when I had a show with her. We were doing the same thing. We had a podcast. We used to have it popping in the city. Everybody used to come on the show. We had numbers running. We got every. Like, how y'all know everybody?
Hold on, time out. Why you don't smile like this with?
Because this is my friend. Oh. This is my friend. Yeah. Like. Yeah, we used to have fun doing the show together.
Yeah, we worked hard too.
He feel like he about to get fired.
He fired. You're not.
Demoted, but not fired. You gonna do cameras, but I got Nazzie Nae. This is my Angela Yee. Yeah, we used to have it rocking. It was all three. We had a DJ. It was me. Yeah, we had a DJ.
So is she Angela Yee? I'm about to be like Webby. Angela Yee. Who are you?
I guess I had to be Charlamagne.
Why you gotta be DJ Envy?
Oh man.
Well, yeah, because we had a DJ on our other show.
We did.
We had a DJ on our other show, so you gotta be DJ E Briz.
Yeah.
E Briz.
Oh wow.
So yeah, we got a good show for you today because she does a lot. So we got a good show for you today. And guess we discussing like weekly topics like we used to do on our old show too.
Sweet.
Like stuff that she loved that.
And he loved rappers. He gonna talk about everything.
The thing is, I don't love rappers.
Boosie update.
Oh, he told me. Oh, he called me this week, right? And was like, you spend too much time talking about Boosie. He's like, you spend too much time. He's like, if something happened with Boosie, unless it's something big, I don't want to mention it. Like, I'm like, dude, well, that could, I'm sounding like the media. I'm like, that keeps the numbers going. If you talk about Boosie and the rest of the rappers that's doing, he like, I don't want to hear nothing about them. He think they gonna have a bad influence on his son.
No.
So he like,
oh my goodness.
There's a million rappers. Let's pick some more. Other than
and he was mad talking about Blueface. Why are you talking about Blueface?
Oh my god!
Well, Blueface is not really a rapper. It was like Blueface was in jail, so we was talking about Blueface being in jail. Yeah. So I have Nazzie Nae on my right with me, and
you about to say on your show?
No, seriously, I had to see was this my left or right. I'm stupid because sometimes I don't know my left or my right. So I have Nazzie Nae on my right.
What's in that cup?
It's no, I don't drink. She know I don't drink.
I know.
Yeah, because I used to always be like, "Why you don't drink?" I'm like, I'm allergic to alcohol. Because every time I used to get drunk, I used to break out a handcuff. So I had to stop drinking. Yeah, but yeah, so I stopped drinking years ago. Got Nazzie to the right of me. How you doing today, Nazzie?
I'm doing great. How you doing?
I'm doing excellent. I'm glad that you came.
I'm happy that you had me here.
Yeah, I'm glad you came. This reminds me of old times.
That y'all had me here.
Yeah,
this is cool. I know y'all had a relationship before me, so
yeah,
I'm the odd man out.
Yeah,
you're not the odd man.
You're not the odd man. You my what's you again? You my good.
Hey people, we're just joking.
Yeah, we're just joking.
They're like crazy.
Oh yeah, I bought this shirt. Ordered this shirt.
It's nice.
He made it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, it's a It says congratulate, and it's a verb. It means when someone acts like they're happy about your accomplishment, but they're hating at the same time.
Ooh.
They are congratulating.
Yeah, so,
Healing hyenas.
Yeah, that's his brand.
That's your brand. Oh, it's on your, that's
Yeah.
nice. Okay.
And
That's his brand. So
in love in the air quotes.
I know that's right.
yeah, so people likes to congratulate. And it's crazy how this shirt got made.
Yeah.
Because it was me and him having a
It was a
conversation,
conversation,
talking about people that be like, you know what, man, that's good what you doing, but
yeah. And I was like, man, and I came up with that right when I was on the phone. I was like, man, I'm doing a T-shirt with
yeah.
that.
And he was like, you know what, that sounds like congratulation. He like that. He like, they congratulate me.
Yeah, for real. Though. It's a lot of that.
And then he was like, I'm making a T-shirt like that, and I'm like, well, can I get my cousins people congratulating me?
Right.
You just know it means you're cut.
Yeah. Okay. So we always talk about our week too. Like my week was, got this T-shirt this week. I'm like, I'm about to wear it on the show. Working a lot, writing because I write for the Lick. So I've been writing, roughing out ideas and things. My co-writer on the Lick, she always come up with the awesome. So
Who is it?
Her name is Tish Turner.
What's up, Tish?
What's up, Tish? She always come up
Hey,
with the
Tish,
awesome
I don't
too.
know her, but thanks.
Yeah, she cool. And like I love writing anyway. And we be like writing these episodes and stuff, and we bring like a little something different to the Lick too. And I was like, yeah, I'm writing this week, and I haven't written anything.
Oh my god.
Because I did so much writing the last 2 weeks.
Okay.
So it was kind of like I was at a standstill. I was on the phone with Rick, like, oh, I'm really getting into this tomorrow. And I was
Rick,
like, but I'm sorry, but tomorrow I am Sunday because it's Saturday.
Yeah.
Because I've been working a lot too, because I do work. So I'm gonna actually start writing tomorrow to try to finish these scenes that we have. So what's been going on with you this week, Eric?
My week has been uneventful.
As
I
usual.
do have.
I said that out loud. My bad.
But tomorrow I am volunteering. Part of my volunteer work. I'm volunteering tomorrow at the Huff Library from 11 to 1 for an event or whatever. So that's about it. Just taking my volunteer work on the road and taking my talents around Cleveland, help out the community. So that's
Sweet.
it.
How was your week, Nazzie?
Oh my gosh. Okay.
I know you're always busy.
But this week was kind of crazy. I was on vacation, so I was coming back on Monday.
I remember I saw that on Instagram, and I liked the pictures.
You like my pictures?
Yeah, and I liked your. Where were you?
I was in Orlando, but I went from Orlando to Tampa to St. Petersburg, and then I was all over the whole state for real.
Also, you
Like,
was all around Florida.
oh yeah, I was vacationing. Like I don't just do like one little thing. You know?
Because Orlando always looks so tropical to me. It just looked like an island, but it's not. You know what I'm saying?
It's a lot of sun. I will say that. Even though even like how it looked today, like how it's cloudy, it'll be like that maybe a couple hours, and then the sun be back out again.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was hot. It was 95 pretty much the whole time.
Sound like Jamaica.
I just knew it was coming. I knew it. That's what I was looking at.
Well, I am Jamaican.
Yes, you are.
I knew the Jamaican reference.
Okay. Well, we don't talk about where you're from a lot. I'm sorry. Everybody.
Where you from?
Everybody can't be from a fancy city as Akron, Ohio.
Akron nice.
Yeah, LeBron's from Akron. That's about it. But
You're crazy.
No, Akron is very nice. Akron is
Okay,
like.
man, let's move on, man. You ain't
No, Akron is the home of AA. That's where AA was founded. No lie.
Really?
Alcoholics Anonymous was founded in Akron, Ohio.
Wow.
Yeah, look at you guys. You guys are a bunch of drunks. But anyway.
I am not. Do you remember that year?
I'm not talking about Akron.
Akron is.
Yeah, because AA was founded. But AA is a great program, and it's actually a program that's helped a lot of people.
It's a major.
It saved
program.
a lot of lives.
A lot of lives, yes.
A lot of lives. But, yeah, that's a good thing from Akron. So, what else was going on this week with you, Daisy?
I was going to tell you, but you was in there.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Still can be.
But yeah.
Right.
Hey, believe me, I have to deal with it.
My mother be telling me, quit interrupting him.
Thanks, Mom.
But it's okay. It's okay. But long story short, we were supposed to be back on Monday. But the flight was canceled 2 times in a row. Yeah.
American Airlines?
Frontier.
Did y'all get y'all money?
Not yet, but it's happening.
Yeah,
it's
because
happening.
y'all know y'all got to stay on that. because they have to give you money.
So we had to get a new rental all over again, a new place to stay, and I feel bad for a lot of people who didn't have anywhere to go, like money to pay for whichever, somewhere. People was laying on the floor at the airport. It was terrible, and then I missed money for 2 days because I was coming back on Monday so I could open for Tuesday and Wednesdays. So like. I'm still, my business is new, so I got clients, people is getting to know me, and I'm like, I'm nowhere to be found. So I just made a quick post, like.
Okay, we're back. Go ahead. You were talking about.
So pretty much people are laying on the floors and things like that in the airport, and I've been putting the pressure on them, like, okay, we need our money back. But besides that, that's pretty much how my week was. I got off the plane at 1:00 in the morning. Our bags was released about 4 something. Got home at 5:30, and when it opened up the restaurant by 10. So.
Okay.
Yes, so it's been a couple. That's what my week has been. Literally, it's been 2 days since I've been back, and it's just been working.
Y'all hear that? She got a restaurant. She got a restaurant, very good restaurant too. So name all the things that you do, because you do a lot. You are like
you call yourself a femalepreneur.
A femalepreneur.
Yeah. That's dope.
Yeah.
You smiling. You like.
I love
tell
it.
everything that you do.
Well, pretty much when we were doing the show together back then. That's when I was pretty much putting together the IBCs, the Independent Boss Chicks. Remember that?
I remember.
Yes.
I remember that.
And it was your idea to come up with the not distinguished gentleman. It was the IBC month for the women, remember? And then distinguished gentleman was because of you, remember?
Yeah.
Right. So we had to give the guys some prompts too, along with the women.
We had 2 people from distinguished gentlemen on the show already.
Oh wow.
We had Johnny Filmworks on the show.
Oh,
and we had Darius Peterson.
Yes.
I'm trying to think. We're going to. I don't want to spoil and say who we're gonna have, but we're gonna have Mike Berry.
Oh yes. That's gonna be all of the people.
Yeah.
And Letitia, I seen you had her on, and remember she came on my show. Not my show, it was our show actually for the IBCs. Remember
Letitia? Yeah, Letitia.
You brought her in. That's why.
Letitia. Yeah, she did. I forgot Letitia did.
Yeah, she came on the Independent Boss Chick show, and she talked about her book at the time and how important it was to do your own publishing.
Yeah,
I remember.
That's crazy because I've done Letitia's show before, because she had a show before.
Okay.
So I'm thinking like, well, she didn't do that show with us, but she actually did.
She did.
Yeah, that was
yes. But pretty much the Independent Boss Chicks, what that is about, it's just about like female unity for women who are in business.
Okay.
So I guess you could say that we are kind of like a chamber, I guess you could say, where women can come to my page or inbox me or whatever, and may have somebody come in from out of town or whatever, somebody in the city and say, "Nay, do you know somebody that does this to do that?" I'm the person that's just like, "Oh yeah, well such does this," and I just send them their link or I'll send them their page or whichever the case, and that's the way it's always been. And then I was having the IBC event once a year, so where we'll have 20 femalepreneurs come in with their businesses and set up like not a pop-up shop. It was different because I had 20 female artists, and all the staff was women too. So. From the DJs to the photographers, everybody were all ladies, and then it was the 20 women performed. So and the guys would help me.
You used to get everybody
we
used to get people used to be like, how y'all know everybody in the city?
Yeah, because people different. See, he knew everybody that was like, I'll just say, it's levels in business. When I say he would bring people in, I'd be like, what? He in front of us right now? Just be his homeboy and picture them randomly working out at the gym or something. I'd be like, what? How do you know him? But you did introduce me to a lot of people. So,
you did the same, introduced me to a lot of people.
You know what? The same night of our show was the same night that it seemed like in the city there was a lot of shows that went on that day, like performers, different artists in the city. So I would leave from our show and then just go straight to wherever shows was at, and you know how I am.
Well, I used to go with you sometimes.
Barely.
Because I started acting like an old man, like y'all out here partying, and
young
people used to scare me. Like we used to be partying, be like these young people, and they rapping and crazy and smoking hookah and all sorts of other.
I didn't do that stuff.
We didn't
partake.
No, she didn't partake. It was like they were doing young people stuff, and I was like, I gotta go home. Drinking, drunk as hell.
That bothered you?
Huh?
That bothered you?
What the drink? It didn't bother me like at
I'm talking
first.
about the young people stuff, the rapping.
Oh no, it didn't bother me. It didn't bother. It's like I didn't last long because I'm like I'm ready to go home.
Because we would seriously. I literally had to be working 7:30 in the morning and be out to like 3:30 doing these shows. But that's a passion. It was the passion of getting to know who everybody was. I was not leaving without them knowing who we were.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember one show we went to, and your ass was, but your butt was out there till like 3:00 in the morning, and it was like I had stayed long at that show, and I was like, I gotta go home. I gotta be up in the morning. Yeah, and they used to be out there partying, and it used to be you meet some interesting people because you know people that's in the arts are very weird, very different,
very special people.
Yeah, very special people. So it's kind of like you meet some of them, you know, they special, real special.
I'm gonna tell you one thing about this man right here. Okay,
alleged.
I won't say
allegedly.
Right.
Alleged.
I would not say that you are judgmental, but what I will say is he does not mind stating his opinion. Okay? He's very opinionated.
Very.
Oh my gosh! So he would make me. I'll never forget this, y'all. I came in one day. I had been trying my hardest to lose weight, and I was like, "Did I lose some weight?" He was like, "You lost too much." In certain areas, you know, I was like, really?
She was like, I remember she was so like, that's why we probably need to do a show about body dysmorphia too, because she used to always talk about how I feel like I don't look good. It was like after every before every show. Do I look alright? I feel like I don't look good. I need to go change. You remember used to like change there?
I did.
Or she used to go and she would like find a store like there before we did the show.
Well, downstairs is a boutique and across the street.
Yeah, and across the street she would like go to the boutiques to go, I don't like what I'm wearing. Like I'm like, we about to be late.
Well, since this is our show, we allowed to break the rules. You know, even though we use the bowl. So you know, since you his homie from way back and everything, we give you a pass or whatever. So you know, we could break the rules because it's our show. So you know, if you guys out there don't like it, it's too bad.
Yeah, she was, and she always talk about how I was a stickler for time. She know like I don't. Everybody know me like I'm like. It's crazy because we don't ever have that argument because he's always on time.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
Yeah, he's the same way. Yeah, he's the
that's
same
a good thing.
He's the same way. So I never like I know something's wrong if he's not on time. But she know like I used to be a stickler for time. But she was late today.
2 minutes.
She was 3 minutes late.
Because I didn't know where I was going.
She was 3 minutes late. I was highly upset.
No, he wasn't. Because usually when he upset, you know what he does? When it's time for a show and you're not on time, he'll fix his shirt a whole bunch of times. Like he keep doing this, like something on.
No, you remember this? Pulling the shirt.
Yes, and be talking to you, and I be like, "Oh, he mad." He might not say he mad, but he was mad. I already know.
We used to have a lot of fun. We used to have a lot of fun. And you remember we bought in the talking about celebrities to the show, and that was like they used to hate it. Rick,
all right, so do you want to do that now, or you want to finish the interview?
No, we're gonna finish the interview because, and then we're gonna talk about it because she'll get to talking about celebrities, and she'll be talking about it for about 3 days. Okay. But go ahead.
But I see that you brought us some goodies.
Yes,
so yes. You want me to hold these up?
I mean, I think they can see them right here, but pretty much what the new business that I'm currently involved with right now is called the Thought OPPS Salad Bar. Mm-hmm. It is my baby. I have my partner, my boyfriend as well too. He's involved as well. He's
shout out
owner.
Boyfriend.
Shout out
LA, yeah. He's,
I know him.
Yeah. He's the owner of the Lux Fitness. That's what his brand is. Okay. But we collaborated and opened up the Thought OPPS Salad Bar, and it's more so just to bring healthier lifestyle choices to the neighborhood we're at right now, because that neighborhood is starting to evolve.
What's the address? So
it's 30304 Euclid Avenue. That's in Wickliffe, Ohio.
Okay, so go right up there. Yeah,
y'all
put it up at the top.
We'll put it on top, please. And these are some of our juices that we carry. We have smoothies. We have a huge, I guess you could say. Y'all funny. We have a huge menu of different salads. We have wraps. Anything that can be made into a smoothie can be made into a juice, pretty much. Mm-hmm. And these are all just natural juices. So this one here I brought in for you guys. And it's 2 each. You can have them and drink them at your.
Oh, he gets stuff too.
Yeah, that's for y'all.
I thought I got stuff.
Hater.
No, I'm joking.
You special.
Y'all both special. Lord. So this one is called the Mango Delight. In here it has mango juice, orange juice, carrot juice, ginger, turmeric, apple juice, lemon juice, and banana.
So I put this in the salad, right?
No, you drink this.
Drink
It's like you can use this for a meal replacement. Because what I do is I sell juice systems. So sometimes we have 5-day juice systems or 7-day juice systems.
Okay.
So 5-day juice system consists of you drink 2 a day. Now you got a choice. You can either eat breakfast, which got to be a small plate of this size, like the size of a saucer, or you can drink a juice.
Okay.
So by the time lunch comes, you decide at lunch, am I going to eat dinner today or am I going to drink a juice?
Okay.
It's 2 a day. Okay, and then we also put in a few ginger shots, like lemon ginger shots with turmeric and what else is in there? Cayenne. You know, that helps with the burning the fat and everything too. And then the turmeric helps you with, but you can't really, how do I put this? Digest turmeric, or it doesn't do anything for you unless there's pepper to activate it. Okay. A lot of people don't know that. I didn't know that when I first started using it.
I never knew that.
Yes, and it's good for you know, for your joints and everything. And you work out a lot, it helps you. You know,
he worked out a lot too. But he worked out like at Planet.
What's wrong with? I used to see you always there. Don't do that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I was confused and lost. And I was going through something.
You was in and out. Because remember, you was working around with James. James tried to kill you.
Yeah. James did the show too. James did.
Did he?
Yeah, James. No, remember he did our show.
He did our show. I thought you meant this one.
No.
The old James or the new James?
James, Big James.
I knew what you meant. I was being funny.
Okay. He was always. He got
shade.
Yeah, he was always like big as hell. Yeah, but he's back. I should have asked him to do the show because James was. I think it'd be nice for him because I haven't seen him doing anything like that type of stuff. That's why I said the old James or the new James. Yeah, because he just remember that wasn't that wasn't really his thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that wasn't really his thing. But he came. He did a good job.
Yeah, he's really good at doing those type of things. It's just, you know.
Some people, that's just not their thing. They just...
yeah. Anyway, we'll move on to these seasonings right here, okay?
She's shady.
So, no, I'm not shady. I just speak the truth. But, so this is the toss-up salad dressing. Salad seasoning. Now, I never even imagined seasoning my salad. You know what I mean? But when I opened up I'm like, what can make my salad be different than other people's salads?
Okay. No, never mind.
Anyway, I'm gonna keep going.
No, I'm talking about seasoned salad. Like I'm a big guy, and like eating salads is so bland to me. I always thought about seasons. Like,
really?
Yeah, I always used to put seasons on salad because I'm like, man, if I'm gonna eat this to lose weight, it gotta have some type of taste.
But you know what? But certain seasons not gonna go right in a salad because you don't want it to be.
You're right.
Where it's like you eating a raw piece of chicken. Like you feeling that way. This is very light. You know what I mean? And there's no real salt, and it has some sea salt in here and other things, but it's very light. So when you put it on, you don't need much. You know, like I have to have people.
It's not a cheese based sauce dress.
It has a little bit of dried parm.
Yeah, then that's what it needs. Because if you put a seasoning on a salad, it needs.
It needs a little bit, just a little bit, a hint of it. But I haven't released that yet, so you're getting.
It looks good. It looks good.
We got the exclusive.
We got the exclusive.
I have not. Yes.
We got the exclusive.
Yeah, so I haven't dropped that yet. I might even drop it on the 25th when you guys release the show.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah. Drop it.
Yes. So, and then you know what? Another thing that made me get into the salad business because I'm a person that struggles with my weight. Sometimes my weight is sometimes I'm small and sometimes I'm big. It just depends on what I have going on in my life. Stress plays a major role in your weight, your look. You know. So with me, it's like I noticed that, and I'm like, you know what? I'm not a person that's ignorant to a healthier lifestyle. It's just that I'm dealing with life. So I wanted to be an example to the people who I sell food to. Some people come in, they're like, oh my God, I got to eat better. And it's like, yeah, and then you're going to have times when you don't always eat good. But I wanted to be realistic instead of you going to some people that like, they on you hard. You have to. Yeah. And then you don't know they sneaking a burger at the end of the day.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? It's a non-judgment zone when it comes to me. I don't want to be that person where it's like, okay, now I do want to try to stay in a decent shape so that I can live longer because I am pushing better health. You know what I mean? But I didn't know, or no one taught me how to replace seasoned salt with other things such as herbs and things like that. So I had to play, with that a little bit, so... Yeah,
because I know that I love food and I've struggled with, well, you know me, I've struggled with weight my whole life, and it's kind of like even though you gotta find a healthy way to eat, you want to find a fun way to eat too, and stuff that tastes good, stuff that actually makes sense. Because it's like it's, and I feel bad for people that struggle with weight that don't know how to cook.
Oh man,
because it's like they got somebody else cooking their food and. Then it's gonna be hard for them to lose weight.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I learned if you do things in like moderation, it's like it's harder when you try to cut. When you try to start and just cut things out,
right?
Because it's just like torturing yourself. So, you know, if you do things in moderation and change like.
Have you ever had a weight problem before?
Yeah, my weight fluctuates all the time.
Okay.
Like fluctuate.
Yeah,
like
Yeah.
flux.
I don't never remember him being that skinny. Yeah, it's kind of like I hate when skinny people try to jump in this conversation. No, I mean, but skinny natured people.
Oh my goodness!
People that's like fit people trying to jump in this conversation.
But it's just like because
let me live my life how it's lived.
I used to be the same way, and it's just like I feel like, oh, I can't eat this, I can't eat that, and then I learned like, hey, you know, I have like, you know, no meat for breakfast, and you know, a salad for lunch, and then, you know, dinner time, you know, I might eat something that I want to eat. So it's just like I've learned, like, if you try to cut every like,
you're right,
you know, everything out, you torture yourself.
Yeah, because I know he be strict on how he eat, but then one day he hit me up and be like, man, dude, I can't believe I ate all that pizza.
Pizza is like one of the number one things for people who work out a lot. They can't seem to shake that.
I have not cheated in like 3 months since I started my health kick. I haven't cheated in like 3 months. But when I do, it's definitely gonna be pizza.
It's gonna be pizza.
It's definitely gonna be pizza. I love pizza, and that's probably the most fattening thing.
What about a cauliflower pizza?
Man, cauliflower. See, I hate when people say stupid stuff like that.
I'm just wondering.
Why would you make cauliflower? Then that's not cheating because you eating cauliflower pizza.
I don't know. I just figured that's what people be
eating.
eating.
Yeah, it's like
you want the real.
I want a pizza. When I'm cheating, I want a pizza. Like I with bread.
You know, I mean, I do that every Saturday. I have a cheat meal, but a lot of times, like, because I eat fried chicken. Then when I get it on Saturday, I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, I've been disappointed in chicken too.
Like,
well, I haven't eaten meat in like 10 years.
Pescatarian.
Yeah, like 10 years. So it's kind of like.
Wait, it's no meat, like so. Not even. No, you still eat salmon.
Yeah,
and shrimp, right?
Yeah, like fish. Yeah,
okay.
But I haven't eaten like.
But I prefer that. Like I prefer that over anything else. But every blue moon, I have to get me, a good roast in. Cause I'm a mom, so like, on Sunday dinners they want to roast, and family kids want some real food.
And you can cook, so you like, that's your thing.
Yeah.
So like you are very, very educated in food and know how food's supposed to taste, and how food's supposed to taste good. That's like, people don't understand the seasoning is such an important thing.
It's everything.
It's such an important thing to make.
And that's why I told people like what you use this seasoning for is you can season a steak with it, but I wouldn't. You know what I mean? Like it's made for certain. You can season your potatoes with it. Any vegetable definitely that will cover that. You know what I me? A lot of people don't know how to season their vegetables. That's why
she can sing too.
Oh yeah, that part. Well, that's how I became part of the team when I got with Black Kush. I went just to record. I didn't expect to even do radio or anything. They left me one day. They had a paid interview. It was like, Nate, can you take over this interview, please? It's a paid interview, and I'm like, well, what y'all want me to do? And they just left me there with some dude who was doing like the equipment, and I was like, I can do anything. Come on, let me sit you down. It was Flex. Is he in anything in your shows?
Flex. That's
his real name is Ronald. Mr. Go Viral. I don't want to say that. What he say? Community D.
Oh, okay. I know who he is.
Yes. Yeah. So his first interview and like coming to the scene.
Herbert.
Yes.
Yeah.
Was with me.
We worked on a project together.
I figured
the Cap.
Yes.
Yeah.
So he was his first interview ever, like on the scene. He was rapping back then.
Yes. I know that.
Yeah. And that's when I was also singing. So that was my first interview, and it was also his. And he sent me a long message like a week later, and that's when I knew I was like, yeah, I'm jumping in this. Mm-hmm. He was like, that interview tore me apart to pieces. I might even stop rapping because of you. And I was like, wow, why? Because no, I asked some normal everyday questions that you ask people, but I kept cutting, and I'm like, listen, if you go interview with me for real, stop being so ratchet. I need you to speak to me. I'm asking questions. Speak like you got some sense. And he was like, okay. So I'm asking you serious questions.
So your first interview was a rapper.
Yeah.
But he not a rapper no more. So
well, he still makes songs and stuff.
Yeah, he still rap, but that's not his main focus. He acts.
Right.
He acts.
Acting.
And he's pretty good. He's a pretty good
He's
actor.
amazing.
Yeah,
he's
amazing. The rapper is a running joke. Please don't.
Yeah. And he could, like have like worked with him on projects and
Yeah,
stuff.
he's truly gifted, and everything that he's learned on his own.
And he's somebody that can actually like teach himself to do something.
Anything.
And I like that. And he's very easy to work with, and he's not like. You know, me and him always joke with each other or whatever, but I know that...
Y'all have similarities.
Yeah, we have similar personalities, but I know that he's going to get stuff done.
Yes.
And I know that
he's serious.
I know that he's going to... I think he's going to go further than Clayton.
And for his age...
Yeah.
Like, because, like, when I met him, he had to be early, like, maybe 21, 22. Like, and then, for some reason, I can't ever just stay... on a professional level with people. I always become their friends. You know what I mean? And I like took him under my wing like a little brother type, you know? So, you know, as I watched his career evolve and he started going viral, things was happening for him. Like, you know, it was just good to watch. But you know what? A lot of the girls call me Auntie Nae, and it used to make me so mad. Especially,
I remember that.
Oh, but now I was like, okay, it's not really so much of disrespect. You know what I mean? I look at it now as respect.
It's a soul.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm not mad at them anymore.
It's not an age thing. It's a soul thing.
And then you got to think about it. It's a blessing, too, to even be, you know, to get up in age. Because a lot of people don't.
Yeah,
you know,
true.
You know what I'm saying? So
I'm never going to get up in age.
You know what? He ain't gonna never get up in age. Lord help us.
Yeah, he always talking about he old. He be like, man, I'm old, man. I'm old. I'm at the gym, man. I can't do nothing. I'm old. I'm like, the reason why you can't do nothing in the gym because it's Planet Fitness.
The shade. What's going on? This shady video.
Because he was supposed to go to Lifetime this week. He's like, man, I'm going to Lifetime. He was mad at Planet Fitness last week. Like, man, I'm going to Lifetime with you. I was like, dude, what gym you going to? He's like, man, I'm going to Planet Fitness.
You know, still really just Bougetto, right?
Yeah, I know. I know.
I'm not Bougetto.
Yes, you are.
She is too. So that's the
sometimes
thing.
on the weekend.
She is too. So I don't know how she gonna call me.
But that's why I'm saying it because I recognize it.
Yeah, because she was the very Bougetto. And if she like, it'll be like simple stuff we gotta go to, and she like, I gotta get my hair done. It's like
I had to be ready.
It'd be like it's tomorrow.
Because we didn't have that many women. No, you don't understand. When I jumped into the game, it wasn't a lot of women that was really doing it. If they did do it, they wasn't coming on the scene like, you know what I mean? Like together. It was coming in dressed like the dudes or they just got done doing equipment. Let's hurry up. No. Now when I look at the girls, they be on it. I love it. I went to Hef Show. The radio show maybe 3 weeks ago, and everybody was like, the female was on the back of the camera. Ebony was doing like she just running the whole show. I was amazed, and they all looked good and ready for the pictures.
You know, I worked with them too.
You did
in the camp. They worked with.
Oh yeah, United States. Yep. Yeah. And they was ready. Them girls, you can't say them girls ain't on it.
Yeah. They
on it.
Yeah, they always be on it. And,
but at least it's different people doing it. Remember, I was the only girl. So it seemed like I was trying to tell everybody what to do and what to wear, remember?
Yeah, and it's like a whole group of girls. It's like a whole group of girls and like one guy. With them. So it's just like, and then they do a lot of stuff with a lot of other people too. They do stuff with like DJ Ryan Wolf. And they do a lot of stuff with a lot of people.
They move around and I love to see it.
It's always good to see like the stuff that they do. Yeah, I don't know what that is, but... That light that came on.
Yeah, that was some kind of weird light.
Yeah, it was just a light tone.
We had to edit that part out too.
No, it doesn't show up on the camera. Okay. That's just like a moon, like a silence light or something.
Oh, okay.
So we did talk about your cooking and your
singing,
your entertainment.
Yes, I might drop an EP. I'll say that on the show.
Okay.
I'm thinking about maybe a 5.
I was gonna ask you.
Yeah, a 5-song EP. It's been a long time coming. People still ask about my music, and it's time. I think I might just do a 5-song EP.
So is this R&B?
I sing R&B, but when I'm singing, it sounds like I'm rapping anyway. Because I
it's ratchet. So it's like she do ratchet.
I'm not. Listen.
So you gotta like.
I'm not busting windows out of cars anymore.
No, but
and I've evolved.
Yeah, that's a long story though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I used to be a little crazy.
Yeah, she's
still just like, and if you gotta do all that, then you don't need them. Oh my god,
she's a little nuts. So, but you know, but in a good way.
I hide it very well.
Yeah, so it's like R&B rap.
It can. I don't rap though.
No, she don't rap. It was like an R&B. All right, let's see if it's a comparison. If you would compare it to something.
Oh no, nobody. Monica.
I was just about to say Monica or Keisha
people
Cole.
always
or
say
Keisha
that.
Cole.
Those type of like that type
Monica
of
or Keisha Cole.
Yeah. But my heart not as broke as it used to be back then.
Yeah.
Back then I was lost.
Because you grow out of broken.
Oh yes, I've grown out of that. So it's like now, if I sing something, it's gonna be I have a good writer. I've never really been too gifted in completing a complete song, like as far as writing goes. Mm-hmm. I can write the hook. I can write maybe the bridge, and then that's it. Yeah. And then I always go to like a block. So I have a good writer. You know, Catherine.
Yeah, Catherine. With
this dude know
with
everybody.
Yes.
She ain't got no afro no more though.
No, she was sexy. That was sexy too, but she's sexy.
She's still sexy.
She's so fine. So that's one of my best friends. Like, we are truly best friends.
But guess who I know Catherine through though?
Who?
Through you.
Oh. Okay. I'm sorry.
She did the show too.
Oh, but we weren't friends yet then.
Okay, y'all wasn't, but
no, I just met her and like we was.
But y'all became like really good friends because y'all started going to the gym together.
Oh yeah, she abused you in the gym.
And she like.
Oh my god, her body is
her body fat percentage is probably like 0.
No fat except for her butt.
Yeah, she got a big.
She go get me for saying that. Yeah,
she a black girl. So she got black girl body.
And she's single. But anyways, but we're really good friends. When I say she motivates me and. She's the calm to all the storms. Like, I'm the one who we could be somewhere and everybody just flop the table, the thing down and eat your food. I'm like, hold up. You gotta put some, I don't want to eat that bad energy. She's like, oh, Danae, everything's fine and peaceful. The world is great. Here we go. That's her.
Okay. Yeah, you need people like that. You know?
Yes, and we balance each other out.
You need that balance.
Yes, and I'm just that friend. Like, get you together real quick. I don't play.
We're going to jump into some weak topics that's been going on during the week. Because I want her to talk about some of this stuff. Because you called that phone call where he was like, man, we ain't talking about them rappers no more. You know what I'm saying? We don't spend most of the show talking about it. Yeah, he was mad about talking about the...
okay, but he don't want to talk about the rappers.
Come on, let's go.
Okay,
the rappers ain't really been doing a lot this week anyway.
Okay, but what you feel... Okay, we talk about... I saw things that we see that's going on in the world with Kimberly Simmons and her daughter Aoki. A-O-K-I. I don't know how to pronounce her name. And I'm like really good. Aoki. And I'm really good at pronouncing names. I don't know. This one is pretty hard for me. But, they talk about Russell Simmons and just how much of a bad father. Do y'all feel like they should have got on the internet and do that? Like, I'm not saying that these things aren't true, but I think when people put their family and other people's lives out there, it causes people, it makes people feel forced to make judgment about that person. I just don't, like, at first I was like, okay, that's what they went through, but then it's kind of like, y'all sound like y'all need to go through therapy together.
Yeah, but he can't go through therapy. Didn't he flee?
Yeah, he did flee. I'm talking about with his daughters, though, not with his ex-wife, because that ain't going to happen.
Yeah, that ain't
but I'm talking about with his daughters. Yeah, he did flee. He's in Bali.
Yeah, so they can't go to therapy together.
Or he could fly in and
why would he fly in? He gonna get arrested.
That's
why he fled.
I think so.
So ain't no therapy for that family, y'all. Next.
I didn't want to bring that up. You know what I'm saying?
Allegedly.
It's a lot of allegations.
It's a lot of allegations, but they were looking for him to lock him up. That's why he fled.
Yeah.
So that he wouldn't have to be held.
Allegedly, but there was a lot of talk about like stuff that he did.
Yeah.
Well, I wasn't talking about what he did. What I'm saying is how the United States is trying to get him
with the models. With models and things like that, and doing the essay. You know what I'm saying? Can't really say it on the show, but the essay charges.
With stuff like that, when people bring their family business to social media like that, especially famous people, I don't understand, like, what's the point? Public opinion doesn't mean a lot. Just because you have people on your side, that doesn't, solve the problem. So, I just don't understand it. It's just like, I feel like you should solve the problem behind closed doors, and if not, just keep them out shut.
To be the devil's advocate on this conversation, maybe sometimes people just be like, because these phones are so simple and they're so easy and they're so here, they feel like it's their therapy. It's a therapeutic moment. They'd be like, yo, this is just really annoying me. And I know that this person is going to have the immediate people close to us or everybody else feeling that I'm the guilty party. I'm wrong. So this is my truth right here in my phone.
Yeah, but it doesn't solve it. Doesn't solve the problem.
I don't think they're trying to solve anything.
Instead of you calling and saying we need to talk.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, I'm going to get your attention this way because it's going to be forced upon you because everybody's going to be contacting you about this one situation that's private from the beginning.
And then when his daughter recorded him saying something, from trying to read the lips, when he was saying, I'm broke. He was saying, I took off the money. So that's basically what he was saying, like, I ain't got no money, I'm broke. But so that's what's going on with that. We can get off that topic because
Messyville.
Yeah, that's a Messyville topic. The submarine or the submersible. Submersible. Because it's like I've been saying submarine because it's easy to say, but it's a submersible.
You would call it a submarine.
Yeah. So with
a baby one.
The billionaires, they went down there and they. How do y'all feel about that? Like I know that Eric even say, why everybody keep talking about it? Because something's going on.
But why was it being talked about? What was it really covering up or making us blind to see?
Because, yeah.
You ain't know? Okay, so listen.
Okay,
so at the same time that this was going
allegedly.
on.
Let me say allegedly.
This is allegedly true. So at the same time, you know how we have immigrants that try to come over all the time, right? To our country. There was a boat of 750 immigrants on it. That was going on at the exact the Coast Guards were out searching for that device, the submarine. Yeah, at the same time they were looking for the 750 immigrants. 150 of them were recovered and safe. 78 of them were found deceased, and they presumed the rest of them to be deceased as well. So that was going on while they were looking for the billionaires, which were only 5 people in there to 750 immigrants.
So
I'm an immigrant too, so
shut up. So what I'm saying is annoying.
I came here the right way though. I'm American.
So what I'm saying is, usually when I kept saying it to myself, I'm like, the government keeps showing this. They actually had a time capsule on CNN showing the countdown to when the air was going to run out.
Yeah, I saw that.
It was scary. So sad.
Yeah, it was scary.
How do you count down my doom? Like when I'm gonna be like doomsday. Like
the one guy that was on, his son was out kicking it.
Yeah, his son.
He was at concert.
Was it Blink 182 concert?
Yeah, he was at Blink 182. He was arguing
with
Cardi B.
Cardi B had a talk. But did you listen to the son though? Like it was kind of like what's he sounded like he went to John F. Kennedy High School in Cleveland, Ohio. He was like he was like my homegirl. He was talking about the girl from OnlyFans that he was arguing. He's like my homegirl. I'm like he was ratchet times 5, and he was
confused.
Yeah, and then you could tell, everything is on a spectrum, and his intelligence sound very spectrumable.
Spectrumable.
This is my opinion on it. I mean, you have billionaires on there and everything, and a lot of people were saying, well, he's a billionaire. Why would people choose? I don't know. I don't try to count people's money. People find different things to do with their money.
$250,000.
I mean, if he want to spend $200, but that's just the equivalent of a rapper spending that money on a chain, and then somebody try to snatch their chain and get killed for it.
But that's a little different though, because it's kind of like you're going underneath the sea. That's like depth, and it's kind of like something you don't have to. But when you have that much money, you kind of feel a little. I feel like they feel a little bit more protected too. Mm-hmm. Like this will never happen to me because I'm a billionaire and I paid $250,000 for a guy with a remote control that's like PS4 to steer the ship.
But on the same token, I just seen Pharrell spent $1.9 million on a watch.
Why?
Just to tell time. Well, I mean, what else would the watch do?
Yeah, but he can't. So but he has security and stuff too.
But my thing is, like, I don't know why the guy did it. If I had the money, I wouldn't do it or whatever. But it's sad that they lost their life. But they spend their money to each his own. But like you were saying, at the same time, I want to put this out there. There has been 27 missing children cases in Cleveland, and I'm just now hearing about it.
A lot of them are runaways, though.
But I'm just now. I'm just now hearing about it, and it's crazy, like how this whole time people, and it's cool for you to feel sympathy for these people in the submarines, but I don't understand like how people can have so much sympathy. There's people who talk about, the jokes were too much and yada yada yada. That's cool, but
can I say something though? Can I say something? He already know I'm gonna disagree with a little bit. What? Go ahead.
No, but I mean these kids in the span of 2 weeks have been, and the only reason why I found out about it because I happened to watch the Breakfast Club this morning. I didn't know.
But it's inaccurate information.
Yeah, and I hate when people.
It ain't been 2 weeks. This is something that's been going on
in the span. I
but they don't know what they talking about. They just saying that they heard about it. They seen the story, try to cover it, and pick it up.
A lot of them
are
runaways
do their research. Unless more than half of them are.
Yeah.
Runaways or not? Are they still missing?
Yeah,
well,
but
it's technically all missing because their family has not maybe been able to catch them yet.
Yeah, can I say one thing though? I hate when people tell, like what you just did. That annoys me when people tell you where to send your emotion. like where to send you. Like your emotions should only go towards black people because it's like that. Because that's where God designed your emotions to go.
I mean,
and I think that, and I know you're saying you didn't put a color on it, but a lot of times people do that. Be like, your emotions should only go towards people that have been kicked in the face, and I'm saying, or your emotions should only go towards people that don't know how to read. It's like people tell you where to direct your emotions, and I don't think like people. And sometimes it's lazily done where you see your emotion because you keep seeing it on the television. So you're like, damn, these are 5 people that actually were humans. You know what I'm saying? And you can still, if you see the thing with the 27 people, you can still have emotions towards that too. Right. But people always tell you like, I just hate that. And I hate when people be like,
because everybody is somebody.
Yeah.
No matter how many people.
Yeah.
I was just saying they was worried about 5 people, which, I mean, I feel like that's terrible. But 750 lives were, just because they might not have been rich, doesn't mean their lives weren't just as important as these 5 billionaires.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
I see.
And I think that's where a lot of outrage is coming from, is because if these guys didn't have the money or whatever, if they were just 5 regular people, you wouldn't even heard about it. You know what I'm saying? It's just the fact that, you know, they took up so much of the news cycle because of their status and everything. So it's not where you point your outrage. That's where I'm coming from.
Yeah, okay, Mr. Black Panther. No, I mean we do have a civil. We do have a right to feel things that we feel civically involved with. You know what I'm saying? Or things that we feel that affects
especially
us.
when it's local.
But I feel like a lot of times people tell us how to feel too much, tell us how to think too much, tell us what to care about too much. Yeah. It's like we cannot have. I feel like it just turn you into one of these people. It turn you into a stone cold Democrat or a stone cold Republican, and that's annoying to me because I feel like how could you live in this country and be whatever and be black in this country and don't feel any sort of independence? Like you should be an independent person that have independent thoughts. Like it's kind of like when I see people like Candace Owens, everything she say is true, or people like or everything Dr. Umar say is true, or these are gaslighting people that know that you can't take everything Kanye say is true. No, you can look at people and say some of this is true, some of this is true, and a little bit of this worked for me.
But a lot of times, a lot of people don't have their own minds. I look at these new kids, mind you, my kids are grown, but they're the new people up under us.
The new grown people, and they broke.
And I'm gonna just say,
because the world is set up to make them broke.
I'm gonna say the way their minds work, though, they do not think rationally about anything, and everything is offensive. Everything. Oh, you're judging her because of her shoe. Well, her shoe may be the only shoe she had for the last 4 years, but then they'll go.
But they mean. They're really mean.
It's like they don't have any true substance. A lot of them don't. Seriously.
Because of social media.
And it's like, okay, you were taught morals. You were taught this. You were taught rules. You were this and that. And it's like all that goes out the door with adulthood for a lot of them. Now, some people, kids will stay around and act like they got some sense. Then you got some that just do not. Seriously. What's that? Let's keep going. But, yeah.
That's my water. That's the water, people. She like, what is that? That's the water.
But yeah.
But there's another topic that I saw that was very interesting, and it's crazy that he be texting me topics, right, that I see already. Because we know what to, because we be thinking the same thing. Because we always have conversations about certain stuff. But arguments. Or arguments. It'd be like, and I'm like, this is why you're wrong.
Little debates.
Yeah, little debates. But psychologists say that, that there's a red flag for people that watch true crime stories to relax at night. Like, people that, like, watch true crime shows.
Before they go to bed.
Like, watch, like, what's the show called?
The First 48 Hours?
Yeah, I watch all of them. So.
Yeah.
Dexter.
To go to bed, though?
Sometimes. I watch, you know what?
They say that's a red flag. They say that people that watch those shows.
What type of red flag?
To relax them because they're dealing with trauma.
Yeah, I think it's like, I think they try to say people are desensitized to like violence nowadays. Because like one show that I used to always fall asleep on and it very rarely comes on is Lockdown. I'm like real big into like watching jail shows, and I don't know why. I don't want to go to jail, so I think it's kind of like one of the things where, you know, like, hey, I don't want to go to jail, so let me keep watching this to keep reminding me to stay on the right path because I don't want to go. But I'm like fascinated with like even like a lot of people that I watch on YouTube have been in jail. You know, so I watch a lot of people that's been in jail and they have like YouTube channels. I think, matter of fact, maybe all the people I watch on YouTube has been in jail.
Okay, so I watch true crime shows, but not to go to sleep. Like I watch true crime shows, like I would watch some. I would find one and be watching it all day. Like I would be watching it all day. But to go to sleep, I'm watching Alf. Or I'm watching like something stupid. Like I'm watching something stupid because it relaxes me. You know what I'm saying? Like because it's not. I need to watch something I'm not going to be paying attention to,
right?
Or something that's not going to make me feel like, you know what, that's crazy. I'm gonna have a bad dream about this. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like don't like watching stuff like that to go to sleep.
And that's the crazy thing is like I have fallen asleep on some stuff and I had some crazy
dreams.
Yeah, you're subconscious. Yeah. You can still hear while you're sleeping. Your brain is still working while you're sleeping. Your body's sleeping, not your brain. Yeah. So you're still processing things in your sleep. You may not realize it, you know. But
so that's a red flag for me. So
dude. I've told you a long time ago.
But think of it this way: like when women, you're crazy. When women are pregnant, they tell us to put like music and things like that to the stomach so the baby can hear it. The baby can't see it. You know what I mean? The baby only can hear it. And even if that baby isn't in resting, the baby still hears what the mother, puts there for them to hear. You know what I mean? Like, that's why you're not supposed to really argue when you're pregnant, things like that. Because your baby still hears that. It still feels that rage, that feeling you feel. So it's the same thing. If you're resting, you're sleeping, and your subconscious mind is still hearing and processing those things. So,
So that's why you crazy.
Well, see, I'm one of the type of people, I have to sleep with the TV on. I can't sleep with the TV off because I can't get any sleep.
Not true crime.
But then there's times where I'll be watching TV or fall asleep with TV and like church stuff will come on and I instantly wake up because then I start thinking about all the stuff that I'm doing.
That used to happen when I was a little kid. That used to happen. Yeah. Like now it's kind of like I fall asleep to YouTube. So it's like if I cut on Alf, it's like another episode of Alf coming on after another episode of Alf coming on. And I wake up to Cheers. And it's like how did this happen? Because I ain't never watched this. I did.
Elf, the one
Alf, A-L-F.
The dude.
You talking about the old?
Yes.
With the alien?
Yeah. Yes.
Man,
he was an alien?
Yeah.
I ain't heard.
Alf? Yeah.
I heard that in
you thought it was an animal?
Yeah.
And they be watching it on YouTube. The show was, you say they was trying, the basis of the show was he was trying to hide because he was an alien. So he didn't want people
to he was ratchet.
Yeah, he was very ratchet.
I'm going to have to check that. Yeah. I haven't thought about that show in years.
And it's still good.
And he would.
And it's still good. Like Alf is still. It's funny. It's funny because it's like he run the house. Like Alf went in the house and run the house. But they kind of when you always talking about toxic shows, they be dogging him. And they kind of like hold him hostage too. Like you can't go nowhere, Alf. Like that's a toxic show too.
I haven't watched it in like about maybe 20 years, so I'm gonna have to check it out.
Yeah, it's on YouTube.
It's been a long time.
Yeah, and you know how YouTube would have something on there, and then YouTube find out that they got that show on there, then YouTube take it off because they like don't have the rights to the show and stuff. You be like that. So watch it. I can watch it now because they got every episode. Well, actually, I think YouTube is offering it right now.
Well, it's something free until they start charging you for it.
Until they start charging you for it. So another thing that was going on this week is the drop the mic. I wasn't gonna talk about it. The girl at the graduation that snatched the mic from the woman, the older woman. And me and Eric was like, this is another.
He's getting mad at me because I wasn't agreeing with him.
Okay, I want to hear both sides of this because I want to see who was thinking like I was thinking. So you go ahead.
He probably was thinking.
Okay, you go first because yours.
I was thinking that I had need to see more video, but with the evidence that was presented to me, if what the young lady said was right, I feel like I could understand where she was coming from. You know, sometimes people reach their breaking point, and like I told Steele, I said, you never know what people are going through. This young lady done spent so much time, getting her degree, spent so much money going to school to get her degree, and she felt that she was, robbed of her moment. And sometimes things like that just causes people to snap and act irrational and not act like how they would normally act. And if it's true that the lady snatched the mic from the young lady,
and then you say if it's true,
then I'm 200%.
That show you don't have enough. That show you don't have enough facts.
200% behind her, but I'm just going off of what I'm presented.
She assaulted the woman.
If the school,
she assaulted the woman like what?
If the school
was snatching the mic.
Yeah.
If the school has evidence, the school need to put that evidence out.
Right.
Like, I'm pretty sure they recorded the whole ceremony.
Somebody got this. All the people was there.
Okay, this is how I feel about it. I feel like it's a great thing when people are able to graduate from college. I feel like it's a great thing when us as a people, black people, are able to graduate from school. I don't agree with what she did because there are other ways to actually rectify a situation. I feel like you're embarrassing your family on the day that one of the biggest day to you. You said what she's going through. I don't know what she's going through. Sometimes we put these traumatic situations on people that's not even dealing with that trauma. Like you don't know, you don't even know her situation. Everybody just thinks she's black. Oh my God, it has to be the worst thing for her to go to college, and she just had to go through. I didn't have to go through a whole bunch of I've been through racist situations. I've dealt with those things, but I feel like sometimes we overbear ourselves with trauma that we haven't been through to make it seem like it's okay to have bad behavior. Mm-hmm. And with doing that, she made herself look bad. And she just looked like somebody attacking an old woman. If that old woman did that for real, and was snatching the mic and not letting them do that, then I don't think she should have hit her. But I think she should be reprimanded for that because some people have prejudices within their hearts and don't even realize that they're doing prejudiced things because that's how they live. Just like us as a people do things where we feel like every moment is a traumatic situation because we're dealing with all this trauma that's forced on us. I'm gonna let you go. That's forced on us that we are not even naturally dealing with. But go ahead.
I don't think that young lady snatched the mic on purpose. For no reason.
Oh, you said on purpose. On purpose. She was about to.
I don't think that she just let me snatch this mic.
I never said she.
There has to be a reason for why she did it on her.
But sometimes your reasons is not justifiable. Sometimes your reason is not even really justifiable because I felt like she sounded bratty to me. She was like, "I give me my moment. I want my moment." And it's just, and I'm looking at some of the comments because I put it on Facebook. And everybody was. I went to HBCU too, and everybody was destroying me with your black. But you should be honoring this woman. And I just felt like it was out of place, out of order, and I felt like it was just too much. That's how I felt.
Let me just say this. When she got the mic, I could see if she had said something that was relevant.
Right.
You would go through all that for that. You fought for that mic. You supposed to be on that mic and say, thank you to my mama. Thank you to the Lord Almighty.
Thank you to the hood where she's not from.
I'm just saying. She didn't do any of those things. She took her moment and dropped the mic.
And said it's about me.
She dropped it.
And said it's about me. And said, I'm going to make this about me.
She didn't say anything that didn't seem like a female who just graduated college.
No.
Not one intelligent statement came out of her mouth.
No.
Being honest. I'm just being honest.
Y'all have y'all opinion, and I have mine.
Because I feel like sometimes we feel forced to have these ideas that we are dealing with things that we're not dealing with, and when we start dealing with something that is real that we're dealing with, it's disregarded as nonsense because I'm arguing my point. But it's disregarded as nonsense because we put so much into frivolous stuff.
Well, from the looks of it, the young lady must have a long. She must be used to this, and she probably had a breaking point where it's like, damn, this is my graduation day.
Because I feel like everybody's writing this story. I feel like everybody is writing this story for this woman that they don't know.
But how about
but you write yours too?
Yeah.
But I never said anything about what she's been through, what she's going through. I never said none of that. I never said none of that.
I could but this was me. I wouldn't have done it, but I'm not gonna knock that young lady for getting her. If she felt that's how she's gonna get her respect, I can't knock nobody for getting their respect.
I just say one thing. I just want to say one thing as far as the aggression go. Because she took that mic from her pretty aggressively.
Yeah.
Now y'all know.
Yeah.
Later on, we don't want this girl having no charges with the lady say, "Oh, she was trying to assault me," and and play the victim.
Doctor said, "That's what I'm scared of." She broke her back.
To be honest, that's just what I'm scared of for her.
But at that institution, you trying to tell me that institution couldn't give that everybody? It's the graduation. Graduations don't go on schedule. You couldn't give people an extra 5, 10 seconds. But
you know what? Y'all think about it. When people, this is the first thing they say
in
Cleveland
talking about
when they do a show. Yeah. When they don't know, think about it. Each graduation, before they do a graduation, they say, "Hold your applause to the end." And what people do?
They start applauding.
Exactly. So I'm sure there was rules set ahead for this too. You know what I mean? Before they even began.
But I found Eric doing the same thing everybody's been doing since yesterday.
What?
He getting mad because he always
I'm not getting mad.
He always wipe his face when he get mad.
It don't affect me either way.
Because everybody always say, why the lady didn't, but we don't have tape of the lady doing anything. They be like, why that woman wouldn't let her, all we have is her stating her case. And nothing from, no film of nobody doing nothing.
Why the school ain't putting nothing out?
Huh?
Why the school ain't putting
They
nothing out?
don't have to.
Well, that's the thing. They want to,
She made enough of a fool of herself.
If they want to defend their reputation, I mean, if I wanted to defend my reputation, I would put like, hey, this is what happened.
No, I don't think that it's necessary.
Plus, that lady was holding on. Why was the lady holding on to the mic?
Oh,
She let the mic go. I would let the mic
she
go.
was
not about to let that mic go.
Shit, they was.
So that shows some type of like, why would you like?
Because if you're in an authoritative position in that moment, you are like, hey, what are you doing?
You're defensive?
But that's what
that
security
moment.
is for. If she felt so threatened, all she had to do was just take the mic. Hey, security, come get this.
People always want to talk about what somebody else should have did. Because what I would have did was,
I would just let her take the mic. I wouldn't even fought her. I was just like, hey.
I would have been like, what? I would be like, here, just take your mic, gone, and your family clapping. And everybody was clapping, and they thought Eric, like, everybody. Why was everybody clapping though? If they didn't do it, because they ratchet too.
Everybody always talk about we are not our ancestors. Then when somebody do something against the norm, then they
now we are in.
like,
okay, we done with drop the mic because everybody about to stop watching this show because they think I'm a sellout.
Controversy.
They think I'm just be like, he Kanye, he a sellout. Kanye the only sellout person that can sell us out. We don't want
this Kanye, Lord.
Yeah, I still he hate Kanye.
He's an idol.
No, but the thing is, I disagree with a lot of stuff Kanye have done in the recent. But Kanye, his music is like always the best music for me. Oh, we got 2 topics, right?
Well, we already said we breaking the rules. We talk about the body shaming because this is our show. We can break the rules.
Okay.
For Nazzie, so.
Okay, for Nazzie, because she wanted to talk about body shaming.
Because I'm the rule breaker. Huh?
Okay, so let's talk about let's talk about body shaming now.
So the topic is what constitutes body shaming. So what do you guys? Because I have something I want to talk about, and I want to get you guys' opinions. Make sure I'm not tripping or whatever. But y'all want me to go first?
Go first, because that's gonna make.
Because it's like you're passionate about it.
It's like when I look at body shaming. Okay, I understand that people get body shamed because of their weight and stuff like that, but me being a male on the shorter stature, I want to know, does that constitute body shaming? Because the reason why I say that is because I've noticed, especially when the Megan Thee Stallion trial and Tory Lanez trial was going on, everybody was talking about Tory Lanez, and the reason why he shot Megan is because he's short. He had short man kind of everybody cracking jokes and laughing and what. Now me, I don't get offended by short jokes or whatever. Good. But my thing is, and it was mostly women that was doing it. They was talking about, Tory Lanez being short, all these short jokes and everything. And I'm not even on Tory Lanez side. I don't like Tory Lanez. So I started thinking like, well, does that constitute body shaming when you talking about a person's height? Because we always make emphasis on like a person's weight. Sometimes we talk about like when it comes to females, like even I've seen people crack jokes about females as tall that's in the WNBA. Mm-hmm. But it's like when it comes to like men and men being short or whatever, it's always jokes and no defense to it. So does that constitute body shaming, or if I'm just?
I think it is a form.
It's a form of body shaming. Because
when he started talking about Tory Lanez, he started looking like Tory Lanez. And then you was looking like Meg. And I was like, and I know he carrying, but I was like, he got concealed weapon over there. I'm like, oh my God, we about that. But yeah, when you said Tory Lanez, it was just, I do think that short, because I'm like not tall, but I'm not short. But I do, like, I know women are tall,
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm normal height. They're like, that's not normal. 5'11" is normal height. And you 5'9". That's yeah. And sometimes I don't really get that upset about it because I had a brother that was 5'6". So it's kind of like, I'm like, yeah, people shorter than me.
Yeah.
I used to look like, yeah, he's shorter than me. But I do know that it does make you feel like, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but when I went to high school with the guys that were taller than me, they did treat guys that were shorter different because the women treated them better than us. Like they were more, what's the word I'm looking for? They were more marketable, or they were more desired because of their height.
Because they were tall.
Because they were tall. Like women love tall dudes, like, and treat them better, and be looking at short guys like, what, like, you're not even worth it. You just a little midget. for lack of a better word. Yeah.
I don't know. I never really went through the tall short thing. I'm short. Most people wouldn't know because I always wear my heels, but I'm only 5'3.5".
Really?
Mm-hmm. But you wouldn't know.
Because we always was the same height.
With my heels on.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, I've always been called short, but I ain't never really care about it. I mean, because all women in my family short too, so.
Yeah, it's different when a woman's short.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's different when a woman's short. Because when a guy's short, it's kind of like, that, they stick on that. Like,
but that's so shallow. Like, it's a shallow mindset. And they do try to say that guys who are short, are angry all the time or mad about, like, because they weren't. No, I'm serious, guys.
Yeah.
He's so annoying.
Because he be mad all the time. And I didn't even tell you that. But go ahead.
And I ain't gonna continue.
No, go ahead.
Well, they say that because they say that they are mad because they're short, and it's because of, like, testosterone build up and all that. I'm gonna just say this: I don't believe in any of that. I've met some really nice short guys. You know what I mean? Like, seriously, I have. So I don't think it has anything to do with that. I mean, that's no different than the light skin, dark skin thing. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing.
It's psychology.
Exactly. So if you choose to be affected by the people with this short, like, that's crazy. I'm the type of person where, if a guy like a light skinned girl, I ain't gonna be mad at him for liking her. You know what I mean? Or if we like a tall skinny girl, I'm not gonna be mad. I'm short and I'm round and brown. That's what it is. You get what I'm saying? I'm not gonna be mad at you for that. It's all about what people prefer. So if you don't like my short behind, they don't be around me.
Yeah, because like a lot of people, I see a lot of people, they get upset, and I don't understand, like, when online when Lizzo do anything, and I like Lizzo. And it just makes me like, why does whatever Lizzo does, why does it bother people so much? And people always want to talk about, oh, she's unhealthy, and blah, blah, blah. And I know people that's skinny that don't eat healthy, that don't eat right.
You know what? I don't think there's so much about her. I think it's so much about the exposure and how she's not keeping herself covered. You got to remember, women had morals before. Mm-hmm. The way of the world now, you don't have that nothing no more. You know what I mean? But I'm one of those women where I call myself being an honorable woman. Mm-hmm. So I cover myself as much as it need be. Mm-hmm. Now, I'm not going to say I'm not guilty of wearing something a little short or a little tease, but I'm not giving you the whole shebang-a-line. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I like that word, shebang-a-line.
You're coming up with all types of verbiage.
I can't be that woman that does that. Like, but the thing that's so funny to me is a lot of some women that have little extra parts, I'll say, will wear some I guess you say tummy control or top control or shapewear. Mm-hmm. But it come out next thing you know, Lizzo go from a bustier to letting it hang. Pick a side, sis. I'm just saying. And you gonna let it hang or you gonna tuck it up? I mean, make a decision what you gonna do. And when and it's kind of like, so you're not like, sometimes you're securing it, sometimes you're not, I guess. I mean, I'm not understanding.
You're crying, and the next minute you like
pick a side, because you do have a lot of people looking at you. Right. So I mean, I'm not against her at all, but I do find it a bit distasteful if you're going to a place where everybody's wearing gowns, but you got a whole thong up your booty crack and stuff hanging out.
Yeah, but I mean, I feel like a lot of time women get the bad end of the situation, because then you have DJ Khaled or Rick Ross, they could get up there, get on Instagram with their shirt off, and it's cool. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Never heard nobody say it was cool.
But men don't have actual breasts, which the breasts are for. No. Well, now, I mean, things are different now. Yeah. Different time. Yeah. I'm still old school. I was raised by older Southern folks, so I still think the old way. Mm-hmm. Like I'm still grounded in that way. And so many people are not. And it scares the crap out of me. So, like I said, back in the days, the breasts which God gave to the women were to nurse our children. Okay, and you have husbands for his pleasure. If you're out and you're not covering them and things like that, I mean,
yeah,
you know what I mean?
Like,
you just
it's kind of like you set yourself for judgment.
Exactly.
And then when you get judgment, you feel like you shouldn't get it.
And then you get mad when you become devalued.
Yeah.
You're not covering up yourself to be valued. Like, some things aren't for everybody to see.
Yeah.
And if everybody sees it, then how are you going to be special to anybody? Or you know what I mean?
And the thing about it is, the sexual nature of your body has an age limit to it. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of like if you have fans that are like younger and things like that, and all you want to show is sex. And you feel like, and then you feel like,
going with this?
I'm just saying that little kids seeing Lizzo and seeing all of this, and they don't want to see that. Like, they don't want to. Like, it's not. Even they don't want to see Lil Kim. They don't want to see little kids. Don't want to see it.
Lil Kim.
I'm just saying that. I'm saying it doesn't have anything to do with her weight.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Little kids shouldn't be seeing that.
Exactly. So
They shouldn't be.
They shouldn't be.
But everything is desensitized.
Yeah.
They can see anything anywhere.
Yeah.
You cannot hide things from your kids the way you had to. Back in the day, when my kids were growing up, I was able to hide certain things from them. I can't anymore. They're going to see it. So now you have to talk to your kids ahead of time before they even see it.
Yeah.
You do.
And your son younger, and he gonna see stuff that.
Oh yeah, I saw
How old is he?
He's like,
Yeah.
So he had that transition.
Yeah.
Right
so
before.
so he like, dang. He gonna see it because we were actually covered a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Because we didn't have like the instant access to stuff. And sometimes these kids see stuff on accident.
Yes, they don't even be looking for it.
They don't be
It
looking
just
for
pop up.
it. They just see it and
my
they're
goodness.
like, what the heck was that? Because I remember like watching my nieces and nephews growing up, and it's like stuff would be seen by them, and they didn't expect to see it. They remember when the computers used to have the viruses and stuff, and it had like stuff pop up.
Yes, back
stuff
then.
would like nothing they're looking for, but stuff would happen.
so let me ask you a question, Nazzie.
What's that?
Because you're a woman, and I just want to get your opinion if you've been through this, dealt with this. Especially when it comes to like body types, body shapes, body shaming or whatever. Why are so many other women harder on other women?
I think it's to cover and mask what they really feel about themselves.
Okay.
I mean, with a lot of women, like myself, for example. Oh my goodness! Like, we have this thing with these fake behinds. Okay, I have so many friends that have it. And I'm not against them for doing whatever they needed to do to feel whatever they needed to feel, whether it was more confidence or to feel more sexy or to even please maybe who they were with at the time, whatever it is. I have nothing to say about that. But the thing is, when you start body shaming other women because they don't have it done, because it went from being more confident to becoming like a statue thing of like, I got more money than you, status thing. Yeah, I can afford more than you, I got more bread than you because I got this done. And it's like, come on, like, this stuff is all superficial. You go die one day. When you die, you gonna be in there with that big old booty dead. That's how I look at it.
A big dead booty.
Big dead booty. For real. No, for real. I'm serious. So that's how I think about it.
Man.
And it doesn't mean because that person got their body done that they're better. No, and that person worked out. So that means she's better than you too.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I just don't like the whole stigma of what's going on right now with this, Like I said, I mean, they say real booties matter. Little booties matter.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. I feel like there was a lot of pressure for women at one point in time where you had to be, they wanted the hourglass body. That was like the biggest thing for it. It was rare to really see at times, you know what I mean? But, well, not in a lot of our women, I'll say. I have 8 sisters. Everybody got body. You know what I mean? Everybody. So it's like, I don't know. I just don't like how it is now where you have to be perfect. But who determines what's perfect?
Exactly.
The internet. Social media.
It's sad.
I mean, like,
because I ain't gonna lie, I have like gotten up in the morning and I would like be checking on Instagram and it'd be like everybody is working out. And I feel like I ain't about to go work out. And as soon as I see everybody on there working out, and I'll be like, oh, I gotta go work out now because I'm not gonna be as good as these people. Because it popped in my head like I'm not gonna be as good as these people on here that's working out. I've seen things on the internet that have made me want to go do stuff that you know what I'm saying that don't make no sense because I was chilling. I was chilling watching TV.
I think we all have been through that.
Yeah, and I think that fear of like body shaming turns into body dysmorphia because like I deal with it because a lot of people look at me and they were like, oh, you're, but I look at myself in the mirror, I'm like, nah, I got this issue, I got that issue, and it's like I'm constantly beating myself up. And and then I look at a lot of people tell me like, well, people would love to be where you're at or whatever, so it's just like that body shaming and, that comparing yourself to, people on the internet.
I do that.
It turns into, I think majority of people that work out deal with body dysmorphia. You can always find something.
I have looked back at some pictures. You've seen me in really great shape before, and I look back at some of those pictures that we had from back in the day, and I was in like really good shape, and I felt in the moment fat. Mm-hmm. Like I felt in the moment, and I'm looking at those pictures like, damn, I was like in really good shape, neck stretching. I got lines in the neck, everything. I'm looking at those pictures like right now I'm in pretty decent shape. You know what I'm saying? But I was bigger before, and I'm looking at the pictures when I was small, real small. I'm like, dang, I thought I was like a wildebeest.
It's all about just being happy within about yourself and forgetting what everybody else say. Because let me tell you, my way up down. You've been around me long enough, up down, up down. Like now,
both of us.
Yes, I'm the biggest I've ever been in my entire whole life. Yes, I am 40, but that doesn't mean that I'm supposed to just let myself go, right? What I'm finding is now it's a little bit harder for me to just go ahead and just say, oh, put my mind to it on tweets. I'm gonna drop this hot 20. I used to be able to do that. Now it's like, oh my goodness, but
so she did used to be. I remember you remember when we was doing the show and both of us was like really like into like that working out thing, and you remember how hard I had to work, and all you had to do was just go home and skip 2 meals, and she like would just lose the weight, like skip a couple meals and she lose. And
I was in my 30s,
and I would be in the gym, like I'm talking about like doing 2 hours of cardio and like eating nothing. And it's like, but she was able to like lose the weight real fast back then.
Now it's changed. Okay, so you should be happy with that. But
no.
But seriously, I'll just say when it comes down to it already boils down to just being happy within yourself. It's all mental. Like even when you're dating, the pressure of being perfect, the pressure of this, you want to be everything that person desires. You know what I mean? Like if I'm skinny, okay, he might still look at that big booty girl because that's what men like with little voluptuous, the little body. But then you get voluptuous and it's like, damn, he will be looking at that skinny girl. It's like at the end of the day, you gotta love you. And you love me with whatever come with me. So if I got 10 pounds of booty, accept it. And if I lose 10 pounds of booty, find it. Just somewhere else. You know what I mean? If that's the case. I mean, if it's like that, So it's all about your subconscious mind. Like what you look at in the mirror. If you like what you see, then that's what you should just be.
Yeah. And I found myself, I try to encourage people instead of, tearing people down and just build people up, because we have too many people tearing each other down and men tearing women down, women tearing men down, or whatever. So I found out, just being that encouragement, even at the gym.
Go ahead.
No, I mean just seeing people, doing their thing or whatever. Just give them, some praise.
Because I had to cut off some friendships recently because all that's in it is tearing each other down. And just like, and it's like I'm past that. You know what I'm saying? And I've been past it, but it's like we go back into the friendships. These are people from like college and stuff. We go back to the friendships. It's like, this is how we talk to each other as black men and brothers. No, that's not how you talk to your brother.
Everybody is
like, bro, like everybody, like nobody. It's like that's bad energy, and when you put bad energy in the air, it spreads and it turns
very
toxic, and turns something in that person's mind, and you're destroying good cells that could turn into something great in that person. Yeah. So our show is stretching. It's stretching.
I know, because I get to talk.
Yeah, we get to talk, and we definitely gonna have you again.
I'm coming back if y'all let me.
No, you better let her come back.
You made that face. Oh no, he did.
I'm just trying to rip a wall because you can't steal my friend. So I'm trying to put a wall. But yeah, we definitely gonna have Nazzie Nae back on the show. This was awesome, and I ain't gonna lie. Our banner did fall down when things go up. How that song go? Yeah, it fell down. So the banner did fall down. I ain't gonna
tell people our business.
It don't matter. Stuff happens. Stuff happened in life. The banner did fall down. We had to put it back. And don't banner shame. So but our banner did fall. Yeah. So thanks for watching our episode of Thought OPPS. Thank you, Nazzie Nae, for coming through. Don't body shame nobody this weekend. Don't banner shame nobody. And y'all have a good night.
Social media.
Social media.
I'm just about to do that.
Go ahead.
I'm like, make sure you guys support everything she does. All her, her restaurant, her femalepreneur stuff, everything. Make sure you'll see all her stuff in the description. So make sure you guys support all that.
Thank you.
Yeah, and make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. Thought Ops. Y'all peace out. Have a good rest of y'all night.